This is Tom Meyer, Superintendent, Bellevue Community School District in Bellevue, Iowa, coming you with this week's Comet highlights, but also welcoming everyone back to the 2022-2023 school year in the Bellevue Community School District. Our teachers and other staff were all here on Tuesday. New teachers and their mentors and instructional coaches and model teachers were here on Monday. And then today it's just teachers, just finished up a meeting with all of them, and principals are meeting with them, grade levels are meeting, curricular areas are meeting, all preparing for our students to be coming back on Tuesday, August 23rd. We can't wait for that to happen that way. But I want to bring you some updates from the Comet highlights from our board meeting on Monday, August 8th. We had some open enrollments we approved. We had FBLA students, Olivia Wagner, Alyssa Wagner, and Callie Raker there with the FBLA, or Future Business Leaders of America advisor, Tracy Weber, who's also a business teacher in our district. They talked about their experience of going to the FBLA National Conference that way, which was held in Chicago this year. A fourth student who was there also was Ryan Dunn, who placed 8th nationally at the FBLA conference, which is quite an accomplishment. Achieving 8th out of the entire nation is outstanding. Want to congratulate him for that, and to our other students for performing there and also learning a great deal while they were there that way. It's nice when national conferences are close, such as Chicago, for our students to go to and experience that atmosphere and meeting different people, hearing different ideas, how they can be better themselves. We also, at the meeting, we also talked about ESSER 3 fund, and that's the extra COVID funding from the federal government and how we are using that. We are utilizing that for extra support services to our students, whether that's academic support, social emotional learning, or just wellness in general. So we have talked a lot about that. We approved student handbooks and staff and faculty handbooks, and all this information is online on the superintendent page on our website as well. Talk about summer projects and facilities. One of the big things people will notice, especially at the middle school, high school building, is our front doors will now be locked during the school day from 8:15 to about 3:20. They will be let in remotely from an app on a iPad. There will be a speaker system, camera there to let people in as needed to help secure our building. The back doors will not be unlocked at all during the school day, except for passing periods for those 4 minutes during that time. So that's a positive. We also have some alarms set up on some other doors to make sure we only have one entrance in and one main entrance out during the school day as a whole. Elementary also making some extra supervision on the playground area, before school, after school, and everything in those areas that way, really looking at not propping doors open and doing things the right way for our staff and for our students, and ultimately protecting everyone involved. Also, I talked about as facilities discussions get going with the elementary and what the next steps are. I talked about property tax rates in our district. Our district's property tax is 10.54. Some neighboring districts around us are anywhere from 11 to 12 all the way up to $15 per thousand. So we rank in the lowest part when we talk about property taxes for our school district. Also talk about a scoreboard for football. We did approve an agreement with Coca-Cola to continue providing their services for their products for several years. They're going to provide the school with $60,000 for a scoreboard. The total cost of a scoreboard is more than that. It's amazing how much they cost, but we're doing some other fundraising for that. Then we also talk about some future buildings here for ag building, STEM building, and other things like that, and how we transition sixth grade students out here, how we make space in elementary, having those connected conversations, I guess you would say. One thing that you may have heard a little bit about, we approved a soccer program with Marquette Catholic as Bellevue as the host school. The board had talked about that for the last several years, but when the River Valley Conference, the conference that Bellevue has participated in for several years, they have now started a conference schedule for soccer, and the board believed, and the school district believes, that is the best thing for our students. So we'll be having our own soccer program. We have invited Marquette to join us. We have been doing soccer with them since the 2010-2011 school year approximately. But we believe it's time for our own district to start soccer and match what most schools, all but 2 or 3 schools in our conference are doing right now. So we will have a full soccer schedule with conference schools, and really looking forward to that and providing something for our students here, and facilities being on the football field area, more parking, lights, seating, on down the line. We can offer a very satisfying environment, not only for our athletes, but also for our spectators. The board also talked about IASB legislative priorities. That's the Iowa Association of School Boards. The 4 priorities they talked about, or we are recommending to the Iowa School Board Association, are mental health support, teacher licensure and recruitment, bond issues, and helping with achievement gap and learning loss. So these recommendations go to their convention in November, where they'll have a discussion with all districts across the state of Iowa. We're involved in IASB, and we are always represented there as well, along with our ideas. Talk about school finance update. The district is in good shape with our unspent authorized budget, with where things are going. Remember, our budget is based on enrollment, and enrollment is very important. And ideally, we will be going up in enrollment this year. Registration went very well on August 1st and 2nd. Right now, we're predicting an increase in both the elementary building and in the middle school, high school building, but things can change as well. We approved some depositor banks. We approved Jeanette Hartung Schrader, elementary principal, as the homeless liaison. We approved a partnership school agreement with the DeWitt Community School District and several other local schools, 7 other local schools, to run a partnership school for students that we cannot serve here who need some special interventions. And that is in DeWitt. Doesn't mean we're sending anyone there, but we are involved in that consortium. I talked about professional learning for staff, which I gave a little bit of information at the beginning of this but that continues Thursday, Friday, and Monday prior to school starting on Tuesday. About transportation and the need for drivers. If anyone's interested in being a bus driver, please reach out to us. That way, talk about legislative updates for education, and those dealt with a variety of things for shared operational functions, teacher preparation. There is no teacher exit test, a praxis test to become a teacher. It's all based on achieving a degree at that institution that you're going to, and some other things that way that you can see on the website. We'll talk about the Bellevue Dream Endowments that is available right now through some great community support and community efforts by several volunteers for that, raising money for community and looking to do some things in the future. Right now, our Bellevue Big Program and Industrial Tech are going to be helping with some projects for the Bellevue Dream Endowment right now. It's a great thing for Bellevue, for our entire community. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the partnership with our school in multiple projects in the future. We have a new staff welcoming with board members and new teachers and mentors, instructional coaches, and model teachers on Thursday, August 18th at River Ridge Brewery. And then 50 years of Comet football is happening, and that is happening on Friday, August 26th. We play Northeast, but roughly 20 of the 26 members of the initial football team 50 years ago will be back for this, along with all alumni are invited to go back and be on the field at halftime of the game versus Northeast. So really looking forward to this night. Rick Pogemiller, former coach when football started here in Bellevue, has been involved with this, along with Matt Yeager and Chet Kinnick and several other people within the community. So thanks to their work on this, and it's going to be a wonderful night. That's Friday, August 26th. Encourage everyone to come out for that. And that is about it for the regard of Comet highlights, but I did want everyone to know we have a lot of things going on at school this year. Really looking forward to an outstanding school year. I will be putting out weekly Comet updates on Fridays, and you'll see those starting up next week. Looking forward to everything. Everyone have a great day, and if you have questions about school or anything else, please feel free to reach out at any time. Have a great day, everyone.